Is he
Are
here
you
or
waiting for me?
eh? I think internet issues.
Are you waiting for me, guys?
Oh yeah. I see. I hear you already.
Okay, so great, guys. Welcome back to Evening Plenary. I know that you had a long day and lots of learning. I saw that one team was having good games right now, and pretty much you would have enjoyed till now. But let's see what we have conclusion for today's for the second day, right? So let's go to the next slide. And today I'm going to talk more about habits. So, I mean, we all know Albert Einstein, but does anyone know what are the habits? What is that one habit, unique habit that Albert Einstein was having? Yeah, so he used to take time to go for walks, and the reason that he was going for walk so that he can listen to his mind. Can you go to the next slide? So many time I feel that this is something that we all have been facing, that we feel that it's too much going on in your plate, a lot of things to do, but then probably what you come across is that you don't have ability to focus, or probably you would end up tiring up. So that there are 5 or 10 things that you need to do, let's call it some MCM that you have on Monday. Maybe you will have LCP's call. You want to go to meet your external partners, and you have some event that is happening in your family. So there are a lot of things that goes at a time, and probably what happened that it's too much for you to handle, and then it takes you to the zone where you feel anxiety, you feel stressful, and probably at that moment you want to give up, or run away from the situations. And it's not that happen in a first day, in a first week, or in a first month, but it happens over a period of time where we build up the stress, and then we don't know what we're going to do, and probably we end up having breakdowns. And I think this is something that I encountered a lot, with my team, or I would say that some of the LCPs that I was dealing with in Estonia, because one of also the situation over there, that they have only 2 hours sun in the whole day, and almost 22 hours it's going to be dark nights, or there is no energy that people are having. So we used to have that is one of the bigger concern, that people or maybe members coming up with the challenges that they have anxiety or stress. So I mean, we all can come across a situation. So what is the best way, I would say that you can avoid those kind of things, like building up all those stress, that having powerful habits, a habit that allows you to let go of your thoughts. So we'll talk about habits now. So let's talk about the habit that that brought the worst thing in last year. So the role that probably you just completed, what was the worst result that you got from your bad habits? So we'll have breakouts, and each MCP can share 2 minutes for this.
Okay, so CC can start to open the breakout room. See you, MCP.
So we have breakdowns of 2 people, right?
We have breakdown of 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, anyone from CC want to share? Any worst thing that you saw from your habits in a year? CC, the house.
Let's nominate CC.
Guys, you are also an icebreaker, right? You can participate. Enjoying the participation, right?
Anuka just mentioned go to sleep at 6 a.m. Oh my god. Till now, or like this happened till now, or like the continue till now, or just already like the not this late.
No, actually, now I have already stick to 3 a.m. So I go to sleep at 3 a.m. now, not 6 a.m.
So from 6 to 3 now. Okay. MCB is back.
I think all the people here.
Okay, great. I think that was very quick. I mean, we know what are the worst thing that is happening. Then let's go to the next slide. So now let's talk about the best result that you got from your habits. Just emphasize that those things happen just because of your good habits that you had. So again, we'll have a breakout room where each MCPs will share what are the best thing that you saw in your last year because of your good habits. Mary, how many hours do you sleep every day?
For me,
Yes,
I think around 7.
around 7 hours. And when you get up out of your bed, do you feel that you have enough sleep, or you feel that you still want to sleep more?
I think while we're in Sri Lanka, I have more enough sleep. I think recently I'm in Malaysia and at least on like the conference stage, so it's very packed. And then I think now I got like maybe 6 hours per day, a bit less.
Okay.
Wow, I have double. I have 12 hours.
Really?
Whoa. She's great.
You text me. You sleep 12 hours a day, or you sleep at 12 a.m.
I will spend 12 hours per day at the weekend.
Oh my god. 12
I'm not
hours
sleep
per
12
week.
hours right now. Yeah, I cannot. I'm old already. Like every time I was in Sri Lanka, right? I always woke up at 6:30. I don't know why. Like every time I just woke up at 6:30 and I cannot sleep anymore. So I just go out and lie on the sofa.
You are
Wait, Tony, you sleep only 6.5 hours?
No. Every time, like when I move to Sri Lanka, right? I sleep at 10 p.m. or 11 or 12, no matter what, I always wake up at 6:30 a.m.
Your body clock.
Yeah, I think it's my body clock, or even the sun directly shoot in my eyes. That's why I woke up so early. Yeah, and I'm old. I think I cannot sleep that long anymore. Even in India right now, I usually wake up around 7, 6 or 7. I think I still live in Taiwanese time zone because in Taiwanese time it's around 8:30 a.m.
Ooh, MCB is
Okay.
back.
Welcome back, NCP.
I want to
Welcome back,
hear.
MCPs. Okay, then we have all MCPs back. I see 18 participants. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Now let's talk about change. In the morning, we talk about change, right? How to romance with change. And probably all of you answered. It was 9 and 10 that you score yourself. So I know few MCPs might be laughing that, is it something that, doable at this point of time when we have new role and all this thing, how much you want to change? But I feel this is going to, change that makes your life even easier. So let's have a breakout room again, where you will share top three changes that you want to have in your life, in your lifestyle for the coming time. Oh wow, we have breakout rooms quicker.
Wow, everyone in the breakout room already. Back to sleep schedule. I think after this set of three questions, we can open some space for MCP to share the conversation in their room.
Okay, sure.
I want to read more books. People give me the advice of sleeping at 10 p.m. and woke up at 5 a.m. but I cannot. I'm trying to build that habit, but cannot.
I want to learn, not getting lost.
Wow, Danuka have a gaming career. Sounds ambitious.
You actually can make a lot of money if you like game streamer.
Yeah, you can do streaming, commenting, and then you can be famous as well.
Or the room is
Does anyone play sports?
Me, I play badminton.
Oh, great. Okay, that's really strength building, I would say, in terms of it keeps you very sharp.
Everyone's back.
Great. Welcome back, people. Do we have all MCPs back?
Yes.
Great. So now I know that most of the MCPs probably would have answered that, what are the 3 habits that they want to bring in the life. So can we share this here? So maybe, any of the new habits that you want to change, and you can share with everyone here. And probably that will help also, others to think that, is it something that is exciting or interesting for them to do?
Yay, Thomas.
Cool. So my first one relates to the first question about your bad habit that's happened within the year, which is procrastination. I think everyone can relate or relate somewhat to it. So procrastination is what I want to work on. My second one would be delegation. So I'm used to taking all the responsibility and doing all the work. So I want to work on delegating the responsibility and tasks to my members. And then my third one is I don't like taking risks. I'm very risk adverse. So during my MCP term, I want to be more outgoing and be more open to taking risks. Yeah.
Fearless MCPs. Great, Thomas. Thank you. Can we have one more MCP who want to share? What are the 3 habits that you want to change? Or you want to have, new 3 habits? Do you still feel shy sharing with everyone? Can we have one more MCP, please?
Okay, I can go.
Thank you.
The first one is I should talk to alumni a lot because I hesitate to talk to them because of my fears. So I should be more courage to do that. And the second one is I should give feedback head on my teammate because I hesitate because I don't want to happen the conflict. So, but at sometimes I should do that. And third one is always keeping out of the box in mind. I'm used to doing the right thing right, but as MCP I should be more creative. Yeah, that's habits I want to change.
Thank you, Yuya. Later on, if you want, you can connect with me. I have very good presentation or for feedback session. I mean, how you can have the most effective feedback, and that was something that really changed how I was able to see my team able to implement those feedbacks, because sometimes your intentions are nice, but the feedback that you give in a situation, that's something that probably does not allow you to get the execution. So I think feedback is something that really very essential in the team dynamics. So you can connect with me later. Yeah, thank you. So let's go to the next slide. Great. What are your major concerns to successfully change your habits? So we all know that we want to do a lot of things, but at the same time we also know inner us, a devil part of us who does not allow us, to do those things. Yeah, whether it's procrastination or a fear that or insecurities that we have with us. So we all have some of those things that holding us back. So let's have the breakout where you can share your vulnerabilities, your concerns, that will come in between when you want to change habits.
Bye guys. Enjoy the talk. I think one of my major concerns, like I gave up before, is become the habits. I heard that it's need 21 days for something becomes a habit. So I come to like 15, 16, and then after that I just gave up somewhere.
Wait, did you try that 21 days abundance challenge from Deepak Chopra?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But I just get bored in the middle of the way, and I change to another habits.
Oh my God.
Because
So
because I'm the generalist, so I am very curious in everything. Yeah. So before it become a habit, I feel another habit is more interesting, and I jump to that habit.
oh, thanks a lot for sharing that. So, guys, anyone have heard about 21 days abundance challenge? I mean, challenge that is by Deepak Chopra. Oh yes, great.
But
Just
I have a very good habit of learning new language because I use the app called Duolingo, and it's making me like going through every days because it has a challenge and it has a stretch. So I will feel painful when I give up somewhere. Like I feel like I lost something. Yeah.
oh great. Thank you so much for also reminding about those 21 days abundance challenge. I think that is something that I can also share here because I had opportunity to share with many people and I think it was changed a lot in my life, right? So, I think I had the major I would say like problems with learning language. So whenever I go to a different country, I mean I always wanted to learn it. So I would learn the basics, but then I never reach to the advance. Maybe I was not giving more time to it, but the basic conversations was good.
Yeah. I always want to learn backwards from other countries. And it stick to my head. Oh my god. Yay, people come back here already. Let's share.
Great. We have almost all people. Great. So I think I'm not sure how many of you have have some common challenges, but I think one thing that I have waking up early. That is I'll put my alarm that for example at 6, and then I mean that's the initial phase how it was happening with me. So I would put my alarm at 6, and when it's buzzing. I don't know why, but inside me, I'm very sleepy and I don't want to wake up. So probably I'm gonna snooze it once, twice, thrice, and probably until the time I realize that okay, I really need to go now. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose something. So those were the craziest time. I think I remember that inside me, my laziness or not letting me wake up at the first. Okay, can we go to the next slide now? Great. So now I'll talk about three habits that I wanted to change. doing my MCP role and how it went with me. So the first one, that is sleeping habits. So I'm not sure how many hours you guys sleep. Maybe you can just type in the comment box how many hours you sleep in a day. Average sleep. I know most of you would have a very different in weekends than the weekdays. Many people sleep for 12 hours in weekends. But we are talking about average. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So I think there is also this belief, I would say, where people think that they need to sleep more so that they can have more energy. So many people, I mean, that I checked with, sometimes they sleep for 10 hours, 9 hours, and probably I feel, I mean, so like what I read, that if you sleep more, you become lazy, and if you sleep less, then you become incomplete, so you don't have enough. Yes, I mean, that's what happened on weekends, right? You don't even know how long you're gonna sleep. So when you sleep less, you have a less energy. But I think one thing that I remember about sleeping, that it's not about how many hours you sleep, but it's more about how deep sleep that you are able to have. Next. So a sleeping habit was very easy for me to change, and I did it immediately, or I would say with some efforts I was able to get back to my proper sleep. Then the second habit is reading books. So if if I talk about myself, I'm not a person who likes to read books. So I'm the one who would be talkative or like to watch movies or something. But reading is, for me, I mean, how I was before, boring. So probably I would not read much. And I think that was the one habit that I wanted to have when I took this role, and I was really excited. Next. So this was a moderate, challenging for me. So I somehow managed, to implement the habit of, reading books. That was, one book per month, and sometimes I was able to do even more. Then the last one, that is networking, and I'm talking about, a networking with external stakeholders that we have, and that was something very difficult, or I would say, very challenging for me, and I have reasons for that. So we'll see later on. Can we have the next slides? Yeah. So, can you go back to one slide? Yeah. Okay. Again, forward. Let's see. I mean, you can go forward. Sorry. One more time. Great. Yeah. So I think those are the books that I read, in the initial phase, and I think it really helped me a lot. So how many of, I mean, have heard the name of Playing to Win? I think this is something that was suggested by ISEC International during the planning framework, and I just loved this book, and it's really amazing. And being MCP, you also have opportunity to make something obligatory. So I made this as a mandatory for my whole MC team to read this book before we go into planning. And I can tell you that the type of conversations or arguments that we were having in planning after reading this book was very much in alignment. So I know that you guys are already in the planning process, so this is something that you might want to consider as as an option. So yeah, these are the books that I was able to read. Next. Yeah. The second thing is about sleeping habits. So first thing that I focused on about having optimum sleep. That's a 6 hours for me, and when I want to have that 6 hours sleep, I make sure that I'm going on time. So I think it is believed that the person who sleeps on time wake up on time. And if you wake up on time, then you have your whole day schedule going on time. So if this is something that I can advise someone, that what would be one thing that you can change to have a successful life, then I would say that sleep on time. If you are sleeping on time, then your whole next day it's on a track. So it does not mean that you have to sleep for 10 hours. Next, yes, it's also so second thing that I also learned throughout the discussion. And one thing, yeah, so that's about the environment that you sleep. So if it's very much dark, it gives you more peace, no disturbance, so more silence, and clean bedroom. So let me emphasize more about a clean bedroom. So I know that many people have habits of eating in bedroom. So you will be eating up there, and then probably when you're sleeping, you will feel the smell that of food. It's noodles or pizza, whatever. But probably that is something that not giving you that those vibes that gives you more calming and peaceful. So that is something that distract your sleep. So maybe if you do not have more time to clean your bedroom, then the optimum way you can do is make a rule that you never go or you never eat in your bedroom. So that is something that I followed. I mean I still follow the same. I never eat in my bedroom. So I will go into the kitchen, I'll have my lunch, dinner, and I'll go back. So just try to separate those things, and you will have amazing sleep. Next. And regarding clothes, so if you know the concept of minimalism, so sleeping so while sleeping, the less amount of clothes that you wear, that's the best relaxing sleep that you can have. And this is something that I learned from my MCP. So it was strange for me earlier. So I think it happened in so my MCP was also my fellow MCVP in SAG in Bosnia. So I started off. So his name is Dimitri, and he's from Russia. So what I observed that when he sleep, it's a personal thing. So he would not have clothes except one small cloth. So he would not wear clothes, and I initially felt a bit strange that I mean, why don't you get night dress or something? Yes, MCP Mongolia, Dima, yes. So I think that was strange for me initially, that why he's not wearing clothes. But then after discussion with him, I got that convincing conclusion that the less clothes you wear, the best sleep you can have. So it's something that you guys want to consider while if you are also the one who want to have a great sleep. Next. Yeah, and the most difficult part for me was networking with externals. And my reasons were also kind of very genuine, I would say, or very natural, that I would end up that I was going to a new country, that is Estonia, and I have never been to that country before. Neither I know the language, so it was very much a change when you go to the local events. Because when I go to events, I would see that people are going to talk in Estonian, and I have no clue that's what's happening here. And even there are some cultures that how they treat, or they react in situations. So initially it was, I mean, very challenging for me. So I would go and attend some events, youth organizations events, or forums that are happening, and I had no idea that how much percentage of the things that I'm gonna get out of it. But what I started doing it, so I started tricking the things, or I would say I started transforming my weakness into strength. So I knew that I don't know the language, but what I started doing, so when I go to the sessions, they would still have the slides. So I would use the Google translator. I would take the picture of slide, and then I would translate into English, and then I'm fine. so I can actually understand what are the topics that they're talking about. But it really helped me because because before me we had around 3 to 4 generation MCP MC Estonia, where they do not had a local MCT. So always international will come, and they have no understanding of the I would say local realities, and probably that was one of the reason that entities were going constantly down for last 5 years. So when we went into planning phase, we came to this conclusion that we want to make sure that we are able to align with the local reality. And for that it was very important that we attend those forums, and we connect with other organization, and we understand that what is exactly happening and what they are expecting from ISEC. And I realized that when I started going initially, I was getting probably a 20 or 30% of the content that was happening there. But when I look back for 1 year, I see that we were able to have partnership with many of the local organizations. So they would come to our events, and they would also offer support in terms of training, in terms of resources. So it really changed how we had reality in Estonia, and how we see the result. And also for the culture, I started having some time with my LCP, so they were local. So I would go and have some weekends with them, so spend some time, and probably that's where I would learn more about the culture, that how Estonians actually like to be treated, what they want to have. So that's about me, guys. Three main habits that I wanted to change, some of my challenges and learnings that I shared with you. Now let's talk about what are the preparation that probably you will need to do when you want to have these 3 habits change. So we all know that powers comes with the responsibility. So let's have breakout room with your buddies, and probably you want to advise each other that how well you can actually prepare for the goal that you have. Do we have breakout rooms?
Easy preparing. See you guys.
Min, you're managing the slides.
Yep.
Okay, so can you skip the next slide? I mean, so I know that I have not. Can you just go to the next? Oh, not this one. Fine. So I forget to update. The actuals. How many people actually answered those 3 questions that we have. Goals for CEO.
So I think just directly send them to the breakout room so that they can answer those questions and update the progress. So we don't need to update how many people wrote.
Yeah. Yes. So just keep this slide. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So we can throw them to the breakout room for 5 minutes to review those goals if they achieve or in progress.
Sorry, can you repeat again, me?
We can, like, after this breakout room, then you can ask them to share a bit about these questions, like what preparation, and then you can debrief with this sentence, and then after that we can throw them into the breakout room again to review the goals.
Okay. Wait, but these are the questions actually not for breakout rooms, so they can just share here in comment because it's just a reminder.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
I think it's better if you can have time for like reviewing the goals and talk with each other.
So for this one, we don't need breakout room.
Okay, okay. Cool.
Thank you. I just check that a status of the CEO's goal. It's still the same.
Yeah.
By the way, I see Isabella here. She need help.
I think Isabella and Lisa have some internet issues.
Okay.
Yeah, people come back already.
Great. So guys, can we have one MCP, who can share about the preparation that you have, in your mind that you want to have for your new three habits? You want to share with everyone? Or you are still not ready? It's completely fine if you think that you need more time. You will get, but at least even if you have preparation or some thoughts even for one habit, you can share. So it's not necessary that you need to have preparation for all the habits.
Yeah, I think I can go. Yeah, so it's easier here. I think for me, I think currently I already have like a certain habit. So what I need is just keep on that and also make sure that I have clear boundaries on how can I continue the habits that I want, or like the routines that I set for myself so that I can well manage my energy. Yeah, and also to pick up like some interests and make sure that it is consistent. Yeah, so I think that's for me.
Thank you. Can we go to the next slide? Yes, so I think at the end, what I would like to conclude here that first we make our habits, and then habits define us. So make sure that you're picking the right habits. How you want to shape yourself, or what are the goals that you want to achieve in your life, and definitely your habits will help you achieve that. Now I see that it's been 24 hours that we already had with you this CEO's goal, and as I also remember that you guys are here for entities, and I see only 15 MCPs who have filled their goals for the CEO's goal. So I think I would like to remind you that it's something that you guys can consider keeping yourself accountable. So, and make sure that at the end of the conference you get what you really came for. So if you have not filled your goals, I think this is a day you have left with 1 day to make sure that you are on the track of achieving your goals. So just fill it. And now I have two questions that maybe seeing how proactively you can do. So those people, I think 15 people mentioned about their goals, that what they want to achieve. So out of those 15, did you any you reach out to any of your fellow MCPs for the concerns? I saw that many MCPs wrote that they want to know how to manage that team, how to manage the synergies, finances, planning of other entities. You want to know how regional office is in alignment, or how regional office have support for the planning. So many of you guys already mentioned inputs there. So I want to know that how many. So you can just reply in the text box. How many MCPs you have reached out till now for the supports that you needed. Maybe you texted them, you had some conversations during the breakout rooms, any opportunities that you had with them, and you at least talk with them, because we had many opportunities for you to interact with other MCPs. So you can just reply that number of MCPs, maybe 2 MCPs, 3 MCPs, 4 MCPs, 5 MCPs, that you talked about your goals. We have 21 MCPs, right? Zero. Wow, that's nice. Honesty. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. So this gives us a quick check-in that probably tomorrow is going to be the last day for you to make sure that you are able to network, you are able to have those conversations, because you all are going to be busy again with your challenges and your environment. And this is something that I remember throughout my MCP journey, that when I would go to conference, I would meet those MCPs. I know that, oh, they do exist, and I can ask for help. And things, the problems that I thought those are really big problems, it actually solved in just 5 minutes conversation, that okay, that's not a big problem, and how I can get the clarity. So it's very important for you to remember that these are the people who would be there any point of time that you need to. So I don't think that there is any reason to shy away, or reaching out to them. It's just about you have to have it as a priority, that you are talking to them. By the way, so if you have not reached out to them, then you don't want to miss out this opportunity, because you just connect here because this is the same environment that you are in the conference. So you are right now in the zone of regional conference, but once you are going back from this conference, what is going to happen, that you will be more in this vicious circle of your entity. So you will be more focused on your LCs, in your MC team, and probably you will forget that there are my fellow MCPs that actually I can take help from. And to be to be able to reach out to them, to have connection with them, it is very important that you actually start the relationship building. So I mentioned, many people mentioned in their goal that they want to talk to MCPs, fellow MCPs, that want to have networking. So what is holding you back now? This is the right opportunity that is given in ISAC for you to build a network, have those people who will be there for you, and help you when you are back there alone in your entity, because in your entity you are the only MCP, so no one can understand you better than the MCPs those are here. So I highly encourage you guys to start reaching out to other MCPs and just open up the conversation. It's fine if you don't get solution now, but you shared with them your reality. So when they would have some solutions, or when they would have some resources, they would share with you. And the second question that I have is that how many MCPs goal have you reviewed? So it's also important that how much care you have for your fellow MCPs. So I think if you guys also do sales or partnerships, so the first thing that we always remember that before you ask for something, it's also important for you to you learn how to give others. And I can tell you for sure that for me it worked most of the time, that I would just go with pure intent that I want to help someone. So I would just go and reach out to them that, hey, this is how you can do it. So I would always try to find opportunities in the conference, or even in my profession. So with pure intention, I would just go and help people, and I won't even expect anything that people should give me back. But I do remember that those selfless services that we do to others, or help others, it actually build a genuine connection or genuine relations with other MCPs. So that you help someone, so they would be there for you, even if situation demands. So uh, what did you had opportunity to review goals of the MCPs? Maybe again, you can just type 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe out of curiosity, you just check that what MCP of Estonia, MCP of Indonesia have goals for. Maybe how many other MCPs have a similar challenges like me, or similar goals like me. So you can just reply a number of MCPs goal that you had opportunity to review their goals. 1, 2, 5, whatever. Guys, I understand that in the morning plenary you were sleepy, but now probably you are not sleepy but exhausted after a whole day. So but I still need your response, huh? Ah, great. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Nishant. Thank you, Alisa. Thank you, thank you, Diksha. Guys, really excuse me, if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Okay, so that's it for today, and I wish you guys we'll have again this check-in. So I'm not gonna miss this, or I'm not gonna forget about this, because it's really important. So even in upcoming session, we are also going to have a checking point over here, that how we are progressing. Because if you achieve your goals, that's what the goal of this conference. So we want to make sure that you are achieving the goals that you have for this conference. With that, I would like to invite awesome agenda managers.
Thank you, Chair. So proud of you. So proud of you. So proud of you.
So proud of you.
Yay. Okay. So I just want to have a brief again about the whole day today. So in here, we start with the morning plenary with chair, and then we go to DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then after that, we hear about global structure, what we can expect from RO and AIs. And then we listen to MXP, development-centric experience. And then after that, we go to GT and BD directions, and then on-site plannings from Alpha. And after that, we are here in the closing plenary, change for this. Okay, I hope that you can get something throughout the days, and also can bear in mind the goals that you have.